Hello everybody and welcome back to WellBound, my survival craft roguelike. As always, like and subscribe to keep up to date with these as I post them, and leave any suggestions in the comments. This week I was working on the desert area. I made 2 tile sets that still need a bunch of polish, but they're implemented. We got the coconut crab enemy with some new behavior. I made a prickly pear cactus that hurts you a bit, but it drops some rare pears that we're going to be using in crafting recipes for kind of like a thorns effect, effectively. I'll explain kind of what I finished and how I got these things to work with the traps, crafting, and stuff like that. I also kind of planned for an oasis this time. Didn't really get to it, but definitely still plan to work on it and have it for future. I kind of want the crabs to be spawning a lot more commonly around the oasis and very rarely in the normal desert, so it's kind of more barren, and then, you find the oasis with all the life. Right now, the crab has 3 states, just the wander, the runaway, and then the chase. Pretty basic, same as the other enemies. All of them have kind of tweaked values, so this one kind of works a little differently. He's kind of a little more wobbly as he walks around all the time. He's slower overall, but he hits harder and will probably have more health, stuff like that. An idea I kind of had for the cactus was using the spines to be darts for a projectile trap that I definitely want to work on here. Right now, the cactus is going to hurt you if you get too close to it, and whenever you pick the prickly pear, it's also going to hurt you, just to kind of give, a cost to picking it up, as it's going to be stronger for materials later. Otherwise, it's just going to be a pretty basic health, stamina restore item. Similar to other food items, maybe a little better. But just the fact that it'll be rarer, I'm going to give it some better uses later. Wrapping up this week, I'm going to be moving on to getting the rituals integrated with the enemy state machine again. Just because, I've converted all of them to a state machine. Now the behavior is not integrated as well, and I'm going to just have to go through and make some changes. And then I'll use all the new states to have different behaviors for each enemy when the rituals are activated. And then I can have maybe even different enemy behaviors based on different rituals. But with the new state machine, I can actually change the behavior a lot easier. So I'll be able to kind of, give each enemy different behavior when the rituals are active. So they'll all act in a different way upon activation. And then I kind of want there to be different rituals that make them do different things anyway. So say there'd be one ritual that's maybe just, survive the enemies for this amount of time. Or maybe another ritual would be, a puzzle that you have to solve or something like that. Just to kind of mix it up and change the way things work. Also, due to the roguelike element, I want there to be, many different rituals, and I want you to unlock new, maybe harder rituals later on in the game. I think after going back and improving the ritual scripts, the next thing on my agenda will be the traps and just expanding the variety. I think I'll probably I want at least 10 for next release when I do the playable build. Right now, I'm probably planning on having the playable build done for the 12-week plan, so that's another 6 weeks, and then we'll have the full playable build on Windows and Android released. If you listen this far, you're awesome. This is just another song playing in the background here that I worked on. I'll just let it play out as the crab blockout plays in the background as well. There's also some more gameplay towards the end, so you can see what the desert looks like right now, implemented in-game.